Hi there, this is Nick from Howes Models, the home of the Lake Reaper bait boat. Just a short video to show you some of the sort of features, functions that the boat does, and give you a little insight into, the good things that the boat is. Been selling the boat for 10 years or more now. There's constant changes to it, upgrades, radio systems, voltage readers, etc, etc. Lots of things have been changed on there. The latest addition is the new radio system that has the telemetry function, which will actually give you the power reading of the batteries inside the boat and on the handset as well, which is a great fun feature. Boat's very, very simple to use. It's one of the easiest ones to use in my opinion, and I've worked in this business for 36 years. Runs on two high power 6 volt 5 amp hour lead acid batteries, which not only does it power the boat for a good 2 to 3 hours, it gives the boat incredible buoyancy and stability in the water. Very, very easy to install. You've got two cradles, one either side of the boat that locate. Very, very easy and quick to change over as well, should you buy an additional set of batteries, which we do sell at only $24.99 a pair of those. Comes with a mains charger, the batteries. Now this is a 1 amp hour output charger. From flat, which to be fair, your batteries are never flat in this boat. It's about 10-hour charge time and completely flat, and it's an automatic charger, so it turns itself off when the batteries have reached its maximum charge level. Simply plugs in, two connectors, like so. You've got your handset, hold the button down, turn on, you get the green light, which is just your status light saying the power's on. You turn the boat on like so. Fastening cover clicks in nicely there to keep it nicely watertight. You've got your main on-off switch there. You've got carry handle for the boat, which just means dropping it in the water is very, very easy. Very straightforward functions. You've just got your forward, reverse, and then your left and right for your rudder. So you have a light switch there, which turns your main front lights on, your rear lights on, and you have a voltage reader there also, which will tell you the voltage in your batteries. When it gets to 5.5, you sort of bring it in. But the boat does have a function of where the batteries, if you ignore that, the boat will cut for a few seconds in the water and the power will come back on, and it's sort of like your final warning. It's telling you that that's it, the batteries need a charge to be charged up. With the whole bundle that you get, which price is starting at $3.50. Spray grease for the shaft in there. You have a lubricating tube. You just put a couple of squirts of the grease in there. Just keep everything nice and free in there. You get a spare propeller, a couple of spare fuses, your instruction manual, which is not too much to know, to be honest with you, and then you get a little rain cover for your handset there. The boat itself is not too heavy, but it's sturdy and heavy enough to be very buoyant in the water, and it's completely user friendly. By that, if there are any issues with the boat, it's not like some of the boats that you see nowadays where they're sealed units, fixed circuit boards, where if one thing goes wrong, you'll have to change the entire electrics. On this one, you've got 13 screws that go around the hull to the deck of the boat, holding together, and it's not glued, it's a rubber seal. It just pulls apart, and then it gives you access to everything in the boat. And then inside the boat, you have a speed controller, a receiver, your motor, servo for your hopper, and your servo for the rudder. Each one of those parts is an individual bit that you can change If the boat's sort of out of warranty, 2 or 3 years old, none of the bits are particularly expensive. They're certainly not difficult to replace. Nothing's soldered. It's all plug and play. So it's very, very easy to use. The radio system, the new radio system that comes with the boat, has additional channels on the radio. Now, we're always designing new things for this. We've just got a function where you can, it's a little gadget that we're selling, that you can turn the lights on and off from the handset, which is going to be very, very popular. You know that, and they're available on our website, www.housmodels.co.uk, and we do all sorts of bits. We do a solar panel for them. They're very popular. For when you're away, you've got no mains plug. We do a brass propeller for the boat. It doesn't make a massive difference, but it makes it a bit more speedy. And being brass, if any debris gets caught between, and I'll say this, the very useful weed guard there, because that protects the propeller and the drive system very, very well. The brass propeller, they're almost indestructible, to be honest with you. But yeah, very straightforward functions. Forward, reverse, left and right. And then what you have is you have your hopper release, like so. And what that is, it's a small pin that retracts from inside the boat. You see as I'm turning this dial, pulling the pin in and out. Once the bait's dropped, the trap stays down, you bring it back in, turn the pin in, turn the dial, and then a hopper tray is located like so. Now you can put your rig up through there from the underneath and have it all released together on there. The lights are very bright at night. They give you good vision. You can see exactly where you're going from there. The plastic, it's a very, very, very strong plastic. I think in the 10 years plus we've been selling this boat, I think I've sold 3 complete hulls to people. They're so strong. They're so strong. I'm going to give it a run on the water in a second. Just before that, I'm just going to show you just inside the boat very, very quickly there. You're not going to see an awful lot from that, but you can see it's all, nicely sealed. You've got your speed controller inside that box there. There's a fuse that should something get jammed, have some issue, the fuse will go, and it's very, very easy to replace, just like a blade fuse, just like your normal car fuse in there. It's 2.4 gigahertz, so you get masses of range to the boat with absolutely zero risk of interference on there.